Hello, everybody. Welcome back to MSA Day 6 of the first game of Group D. Today we do have Exodus versus KM. I can't remember what KM stands for, I'm not going to lie. Is that Knights of Mayhem, I believe? But anyway, today I've got Doof with me just for the paddling or the draft here. So how are you doing, Doof? What do you think about happening? What's going to happen tonight?
I'm good, thanks, Seppi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MSA Cup. This is going to be Group D. And, yeah, I mean, Exodus, high hopes for them. They've performed well in Enter the Equilibrium. So, definitely keeping an eye on them. As for Knights of Mayhem, I've seen some of the players. They are pretty good, in my opinion. So, I'm hoping that they do give Exodus a run for their money.
As we are going to see an interesting ban here, the Hayabusa. I know I've been playing against quite a lot of Hayabusas actually over this new patch. It does seem quite strong actually with the Sky Piercer. This item works wonders on like most assassins right now, adding some viability to them. As we are looking at the Luo Yi first pick here coming in from Exodus, Luo Yi seems to be still strong pick even though after getting her ulti nerfed quite a lot here. I think it's still a decent pick nonetheless with that big damage from a first and second skill. As we're also looking at the Terizla and the Lunox coming in from Knights of Mayhem.
Got the looks. I've got the brains.
Well, Musashi, locking in that Harrod. Anthony. I don't even know who's doing what. But he does switch it out for the Lapu Lapu, which is grey, and so far, not really. I mean, it's a bit confusing right now because of the adjustments. We don't really know what's prioritized at the moment. I do still think that Laui should still be a prior pick. But the Ixia, I don't know so much about that one, especially against a Lapu Lapu,
For honor!
Yeah, I feel like Lapu can definitely close the distance. Ixia being quite the backline damage dealer. Just be quite careful of that. The same could be said about Harith, honestly. He can still close the distance quite nice in Ixia and maybe man fighter when it comes to it. Musashi, surprised he didn't go for the Clint though, because I know he loves playing that hero. But I mean, Harris still strong here. As I'm looking at the tank bans coming in from both teams right now, we got the Tigreal and the Lolita. Yeah, I mean, Lolita ban is that a thing?
I think more on what's coming up, or maybe it's. I mean, I know it is quite strong against a Harith, but that just all depends on positioning. The positioning of the shield, the positioning of Harith himself.
All right, yeah, they're probably gonna go for the Gushin here, right? Because that would make sense with the Lolita ban then, if they were to do that. Okay, well they're gonna go hit the Ling anyway here. Maybe pick up a Grok as well. Okay, I'm kind of liking Exodus draft here. I think it's pretty solid actually. It's very covers a lot of fronts here. We got the physical damage coming in from the Ling and the Lapu, with the magic damage, and yeah.
My only issue is that is there enough frontline? Can Lapu sustain enough against the Lunox? Because right now the Lunox, they use Sky Pierce on her, or you can use the Lantern, and she already has that magic penetration. So, But
yeah. I'm looking at based off the draft. You're gonna ask me the question. Sorry. Let me answer the question then. Looking at the drafts between the two teams, I really like Exodus' draft a bit more. Sure. They've got the Esmeralda, they got the Angela, the Lunox, but I'm just I don't know. There's something about Exodus draft that makes a little bit more sense to me. I think the Esmeralda is not as good as a hero as it used to be. I think those stat nerfs really actually made a huge difference when it comes to her survivability. And I feel like they have enough damage on the side of Exodus to take her out. My only concern, obviously, would be the Harith versus Esmeralda matchup with the shield. But anyway, back right at you. What are your thoughts?
I do think that both teams have a solid draft. I am leaning towards the side of course, Exodus, because they have people, you know, the Ling, the Lapu, just to go on the back line. Ixia being one of the biggest damage dealer on the side of Knights of Mayhem. So it's going to be difficult to actually babysit her in the team fights to ensure that she does do her job.
Yeah, as we go straight into the game here, we're gonna have the heartstrings committed onto Anthony. Yeah, I mean Anthony, he's just gonna help me work, just clean up that lane here. Now that pause. Okay, that was a thumbs up I saw. Let me go and ask in the group because I'm the one that's not streaming. Okay, I'm not getting a reason at the moment, so we'll just have to wait. I think we'll wait the 2 minutes, right? Sounds like a reasonable idea. But yeah, the draft for sure. I mean, now that I look at it again, the Harith is gonna kind of get destroyed by Esme if she does good damage. If she goes tank, then it's like not as scary. Doof unfolds. No, it says no. It's that's someone said Doof unpause in the thing. So okay, I'll unpause it. Okay, all right. Let's do it then. Man, don't thumbs up then if you don't want to pause. All right. But anyway, looking at the top here, got Anthony be quite aggressive with this Grok here. Karina taking the heartstrings level 1, so not really able to do too much damage there. Flicker committed in by Lunox. But yeah, I mean, all the lanes seem to be pretty stagnant right now. Although bottom lane, maybe looking at a kill by Musashi, you know, there's Karina coming in, getting the heal up. Oh, Ling coming into the tower though, gonna help pop the Tempest of Blades. It's gonna be a kill, not gonna be too easy, right? KM, they're holding this tower quite well, except now there's 4 members coming in from Exodus. Is it gonna be a kill here? You can see the yin and the yang. Oh, there it is. Musashi, he's gonna go down first. Getting a bit greedy, going under the tower with the heartstrings from Karina is going to lock him down and get that first blood. As invoked, he wants to try and clean up under the tower as well. He's a bit low on energy though. I don't think he can sort of follow through with that. Now we're looking up to the top here. 5 seconds out to the turtle. Brave Spider committed by Lapu here. Going to be getting an easy kill straight away onto that Esmeralda. Oh, a nice wall coming in from Grok. Flash. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to get around this wall right now. As Gray will take down take a kill there. Some beautiful gameplay by Exodus here. Anthony showing he can place those walls down nicely. All right, as we're now seeing. About 1,000 gold lead already in this game. Oh, is the diversion maybe in the bottom lane here? Karina needs to be a bit careful here. I don't know if that's the best target they want to kill here, but they need to do it quick. Otherwise, the rest of KM, they're going to be over there and helping out this Angela over right now. Anthony has just hit his level 4 though. There it is. It's going to be the wild charge coming in onto 2. It's going to be enough damage. They'll take down Karina. Ling gonna come in for the kill onto Chaos now. Full barrage committed. Anthony's still alive. The Harris falls again to the tower. It's going to be the tower that's doing all the damage here once again. It's going to be a double kill, though, coming in from Miwa. And a bit of a weird hard guard coming on onto that Esmeralda. So I'm not too sure about what exactly happened there. All right, here we go. We're going to see the damage coming in onto this Lunox here, forcing out the Brilliance. Interesting sort of go. It's Musashi going to get got on again, but here's a Harris. Does have that sort of maneuverability to get away from those heartstrings. Yeah, I mean, those ganks in the bottom lane have not been too successful. It's been everywhere else that's been working. Oh. Okay, let's give him... yeah, I was literally just about to click it. Asking on the group now. Okay, so it looks like the Lapu Lapu is AFK. We're gonna give him the 2 minutes here. I believe that will be the last pause that they can use. Well, no, the first pause. No, but they used the thumbs up, man. So even if the first pause wasn't intentional, they still used the thumbs up. So I should make it intentional anyway. But yeah, I mean, Exodus, I thought they were like gonna have some easy kills, but like the way they were set up seemed to be quite successful. Well, it seemed to look like it was going to be successful, right? They had the right positions to get the kills. It's just that Harris and the Ling got a bit greedy under that tower, causing them to die a few times, but I feel like you know, after they get some items, they should be able to have the backup on the damage necessary. Okay, it looks like we got the go to unpause, but I want to use the full 2 minutes just so that we're sticking to like the sort of rule set. Okay, here we go. Got the Lapu Lapu back here. 10 seconds left on the clock on the turtle.
Yo, Seppi?
Yo.
I think that Jazz is here to commentate. Yeah.
Okay. Commentate.
Just cast, commentate, panel, I guess, whatever she's done.
All right. Well, I'll share my screen. Hold on. All right. Okay, have I missed anything? I mean, the turtle's still up. No, I think we're still good to go here. We're looking at that turtle fight gonna just come up right now. Catacode. Gonna go in, has the Hawk Guard in just a second. I might not want to come out just yet. Might be a bit early. As Musashi. Zaman Force might be available to use. He needs to join this turtle fight. It's only going to be Terizla that's not going to be in this team fight for now. He's going to start rotating the Catacode, holding that front line quite well. Anthony. Okay, Bravest Fighter convinced by Gray right now. Oh, we're going to hit the Chaos right now. The Ixia is taking quite a lot of damage. There's that backline jump we were talking about, but Catacode going in with a Hawk Guard is going to be enough, though, to do enough damage. This question, well, Little Dracula. Is that his name? Lord Dracula. Not Little Dracula. We get gone in as well. But oh, look at that Louis' damage. It's way too much. Karina falls as well. Lord Dracula just there watching his team fall. I think that's a bit of a mistake, right? They had 5 people coming in for the turtle by the side of Exodus, but Slash took a little bit too long to get there. And so he's the only front line they have. And his team just falls like paper. Now we're looking in second sort of. Ooh, this is gonna be like the first gank on the top lane here. We're gonna see the Lapu Lapu getting gone on the wall. Not gonna be able to catch him just yet, but there we go. Flicker coming in with the Braver Spider. Is it gonna be enough damage though? With that CC immunity slash coming in from Gray. The hard card came out there. That's very interesting. I'm gonna bring Angela back to base as well. Oh, but there we go. Lord Dracula getting taken out. The Virgin also gonna come mid here. Catacode. He's gonna get caught by the wall. Somehow he can't run around that one. They're seeing the Esmeralda, just what I was talking about. She seems, even though sure, Exodus they're quite far ahead, so they do probably have enough damage anyway to kill her. But you can really just tell that she's a bit squishier. This was in the bottom lane. We're gonna get that kill into Ixia. All right, Gray. Bravest Spider on the top lane right now. There's gonna be enough damage though. Not really keen to sort of dive that tower, so we're all gonna see the kill onto Angela. Arena not having the best game right now when it comes to it. Let's here we go. I think Ling should be able to get the kill to Teresa. Kind of low on energy though. Let's look in the bottom lane. We're gonna see the full barrage. And as well as the help of Lord Dracula, there's going to get the kill to the Harris right now. He's not having the greatest game, honestly. Because maybe see him struggling going into this late game here. We are going to see the penalty zone coming in onto 2 with the hot guard. Teresa could actually try and fight this one out. There's a Miwa. Oh, it does have the shield though, so she's probably going to be just fine. Slash, he's just getting kited. Oh, Miwa, she needs to be careful. I think she's going down here. A little bit too aggressive with the positioning there. Maybe could have just like kited out the Teresa a bit more so she doesn't have to fall. As we see Anthony, the last remaining member of this top engagement, is Lord Dracula with that Sky Piercer. He'll be able to get the kill. Zaman Force committed as well. Lord Dracula is still making it out of this one somehow. There's a Link finally coming into play. Gonna miss out that second skilled slash. Onto Lord Dracula, unfortunately. Oh, but there, look at the full barrage. Gonna have to pop the Tempest of Blades there to sort of dodge it. Flicker by Chaos? That was a bit of an interesting one right there. As you see, Gray just trying to secure his exit. Okay, Lord. Getting gone on here. Quite an interesting go. I think it sort of makes sense, right? We got the Grok in position. Yeah. This is actually a good go. We're going to have the engagement coming into ground to Chaos. It'll be a nice and easy kill. As we can now see Catacode does have a decent amount of shield now to work with, but the Lord's already been taken. Lord Dracula going to get gone on here. Already used that brilliance. Oh, there it is. The wild charge onto basically 4 right now. Penalty zone comes onto 2, but it's not going to be enough. I think the damage has already been dealt. It's going to be a double kill for the Ling and some kills for the rest of everyone else. As in the mid lane, full barrage. Going to try and clear up the wave here. But Ling's hungry. Chaos does have the sort of the room to get out there. Because now we're looking at maybe a back-off situation, right? I don't think Exodus can get any more towers right now. A little bit low on HP, a little low resources. So they want to go in. Gray, Brave Spider. Oh, stun lands onto 2. That was exactly what they needed to carry on going. As Karina also going to get gone on by this Ling. Tempest of Blades is going to be enough. Gray, beautiful teamwork right there. Taking shots so that Invoke can get out right there. And so now looking at all the towers going down. Not looking good for Knights of Mayhem at the moment. Okay, penalty zone. Oh, fortunately, whiffs onto the floor there. He gives us a full barrage. Anthony taking quite a lot of damage, but I think he's going to be fine. Gray, as the Ravens fight again, wants to go in. Look at that lifesteal we get from Gray right now. As Grok with the 4-man wild card. It doesn't matter if he goes down. He's going to get the team wipe pretty much. Oh, except... Excuse me? Yeah, that might have been a throw. I mean, that was a beautiful wild charge coming in from Anthony there, but it just somehow they just didn't die fast enough. So the tower ended up doing most of the damage and engagement, and then the Tariz and the Lunox were just able to clean up so nicely. Nice. But here it is. I mean, Exodus, they should be able to get some stuff done now. Here we go. Great. Already being aggressive here. Going straight in here. Should pop the Bay with fire in just a second. He's going to land the head bonk once again. Yeah, he's gonna land it. It's gonna be onto 3 people. Beautiful play coming in with a flicker right there. Gonna be able to get the first kill onto Lord Dracula right now. Looks like they want to maybe just go for the end right. Not really too focused on maybe getting the Lord first, but yeah, there it is. Tempest the Blade gonna get the kill. There's the wild charge as well. Yeah, this game is over now. There's not really any more room for throwing. This is gonna be a double kill coming in for Ling. The base, it's gonna be wide open. Exodus, they will take their +3 points in this group D.
Victory!
All right. Well, I mean, I've been saying quite a lot. Jasmine, would you like to tell us about the game a little bit while I try and find some more panelists and casters?
Why must you do this to me, Seppi?
I don't know. I'll come help you in a second.
Yeah, it was a very good game from both of them. Obviously we all went for Exodus draft. Maybe we've been biased, but they did have the better draft. I think the teamwork from Exodus was just so good. Obviously, we saw Gravy taking the tower shots when Ling went in. So, like,
Yeah, and it was that tank Esmeralda. So I mean, I think she needed to go damage, right? The Esmeralda probably had to sort of cut through the Harass shield, but if she goes for a tank build, it just gets a bit difficult. But yeah. Anyway, let's see who's sorting out the lobby real quick. Okay, no, Fluffy can't help. Oh my god. Now Fluffy's sick. All right. Let's see on the WhatsApp group who's playing next. Okay, so next up, looks like we're gonna have Exodus again versus the Letho Elite Ops. Now we've all been very keen to see this team in action. I know I was, and Doof was, right? Because his name is so cool. The Litho Elite Ops. Okay. Hopefully, I mean, maybe we'll have to. I'm keen to see them take that Litho 100. If they don't take it, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Tamara said she's making lobby, but she didn't get response from them yet.
All right. Come on, there has to be someone
If
that
she's
can
making
cast.
if she's making the lobby, you should tell her to come cast.
She's very iffy about it. Unfortunately,
Eh?
she's a little iffy about casting. for some reason recently to understand. Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna have the second game of tonight. It's gonna be Exodus once again versus the Litho Elite Ops. So that's a very cool name we've all sort of liked. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what they got for us. I don't think I've seen any of the players though. That's could be a bad thing, could be a good thing. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it is. What are you expecting to see from these Elite Ops, Jasmine?
I'm not really sure because I don't know them. So
Well,
maybe
can you
like
give me a guess? You gotta give me a guess.
maybe they're gonna give something new to us, like show us, you know what, I can play the game well.
Yeah. Is what do you think? What's your prediction? Is it gonna be a good team? Gonna be a wacky team?
I mean, this tournament is full of surprises, so I could get surprised and it'd be like, you know, a good team.
All right. Well, I hope they're a good team, but if they're gonna be circling that badang, so I'm not sure about that one, Chief. I don't think this year has been very good for a very long time. So, wait, I don't know. Has it ever been good? So, I don't think I've never seen this hero be picked up like that. But we are gonna go with the Shadow Fiend special here. We're gonna go with the Belleric. Probably gonna be the HP lane, right?
Ooh, the Diggy. Okay, I know Anthony mains Diggy, if I'm not mistaken. So I'd like to see how he works with his team.
Yeah. Because we're also looking at the carry, dude. They're going full anti-tank, right? They've got the Diggy for all those sets to be nullified, and then we've also got the anti-tank with carry. I don't know why, but all of a sudden carry with like full damage, like just after that whole meta of like tank carry, like going like full damage with carry just seems to be like not too bad, really. She kills people really, really fast these days.
Oh, but we have the Roger. How do you feel Roger works in like jungle? Do you like him?
Yeah, I think he's fine in jungle, right? He does something similar to what he does in gold lane. I feel like it's not as good as the gold lane right now. It's like a fine pick. I mean, both work, right? The hero is just very strong. The Lycan Pounce, his first ability in his wolf form, it's just such a strong ability. It does like three things, right? It does damage. It's a escape, right? Because it makes you invulnerable, and it's also a chase.
I see that they swapped their mages. They took Miwa out and they brought Zenith in. So if I'm not mistaken, he just came back to the game. So I want to see how well he works with his team now. If he's like, you know, still got that synergy with them.
Oh yeah. I mean, Mila, I wouldn't call them having the best synergy the first game. Sure, between Gray and maybe Invoke. Sure, the synergy was there, but yeah, I don't know about Miwa. Miwa was having a little bit of problems, you know, just like coordinating the diversions, etc. So I'm expecting to see maybe Zenith is a bit more comfortable with him, something like that.
The best skin in this game. It's
Well,
Gojo.
Oh, okay. I don't get what that means, but I'm just gonna agree with that. Yeah, whatever that means.
We fangirling Seppi.
Oh, right. Well, it turns out I'm not a fan or a girl. Okay. No, but
Well,
no, that's fair. That's fair. So apparently, so you're telling me that Zenith, good Xavier?
I mean, Xavier did get buffed, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe he could make good use of that.
All right. Oh, I quite like the Sodet pick. Well, it's okay. They've got two knockups on the side of Exodus, right?
Exodus.
They've got the Yuzhong. They've got the Julian potentially as well. But talk about the Julian actually. I think like this year, it's not too bad recently. I feel like it definitely can get stuff done. But yeah, I'm looking at these teams. We've got quite a tanky lineup coming in from the side of the Elite Ops. I actually don't mind the draft at all. Actually, they've got a good jungle hero and the Roger. They've got the Ixia for the team fight. They've got the Adet for the magic damage. You know, I'm really liking the team fight coming in from them. The Diggy is a bit of a problem, but I feel like they can really get a lead with this draft they have from the elite tops. As for Exodus, we know these guys. You know, we know they're strong teams. So I think they'll probably be fine as well. Jazz, any thoughts on the draft before we hand it to the casters?
Well, I'm not gonna pick sides, okay, because I've never seen the other team play, but let them cook.
Yeah. All right. Well, over to you guys, Ari and Yami.
Thank you.
Is Ari there?
Yep. Thank you, Seppi, for that. Thank you. I'm still a bit lost on who my co-caster is. Staff things that are confusing, but I hope you guys are good. This is the second game of the day, so let's get into it. But yeah, what do you think about the drops?
Sepulchre was talking about the Julian pick being quite strong right now. I also think it's quite strong. You know, with the recent tank jungle nerfs and a lot of the damage items being buffed,
Oh, first
specifically
blood at
solo
top.
kill in XP
Great.
lane.
Yeah, great with the 1v1, man.
You definitely don't want to
Um,
be 1v1ing Yuzhong this early. It's pretty much asking to lose a lane. But as I was saying
maybe it
with
was
the
a bit
Julian,
tough.
you know, it's a lot
Maybe it was a
stronger
bit
right
tougher,
now
but there is
with
a
all
bit
of the
of
tank
a
jungle
invade
nerfs.
here. But in Vogue, using that second skill, enhanced second skill, if I'm not mistaken, to get out of that sticky situation. Um, I'm wondering
Sly
who
does
got the
keep his
buff.
blue buff. Sly,
Oh, he did keep his. Okay.
yeah. So quite a risky invade, but if that paid off, it definitely would have been a huge lead, especially for that first turtle fight.
Yeah, man. Anything to gain an advantage, and we all know how strong Julian is in the early stages of the game. Able to utilize all his kit, unlike all the other people. But there's a bit of a skirmish there in mid lane. The Noble Duke taken really, really low. Fortunate for him, he wasn't taken down. But Gray caught in a 2v1, and he's just manhandling them right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
but this use I wanna get your opinion on this Yuzong.
Right now, I think Yuzhong
Yeah,
is
as a
pretty
hero.
much untouchable in XP lane. They in this recent update, they also made his skills a lot smoother. So, you know, his combos were already pretty easy to land, but now it's just even easier. Super strong for 1v1s. Can push quite nicely as well because you do generally build at
Oh,
least
but
one damage item early
Gray got
game.
in a very bad position. But the outplay by Invoke managing to get the kill. Now Black Dragon form being used up by Gray. I think they're looking for Nuon Blue, but he is fortunate to escape. But Sky taken really, really low. He still has that Lycan pounce right now, and he is going to re-engage. It does get the kill onto Invoke. He is looking, and he will not find them because they are very, very slippery. That is a 2-for-nothing trade. Albeit they did get the load, so maybe the trades are equal. So what do you think about the game so far, man? Seeing how it's playing out.
I think Exodus has a really strong early
Oh,
game.
but Zenith right now,
Oh,
it
yeah,
gets taken
just
down, but
reinforcing that early
Sky is
lead on the
caught in a very
Julian.
bad position.
Uh,
Sorry about that. Sorry to cut you off. You
yeah,
were
no
saying?
worries, no worries. Um, saying Exodus is playing this early game really well. Super aggressive, and it's paying off. If you look at the gold lead, they are 1k ahead 3 minutes in, which is quite good. So if they continue to just snowball like this, I can see them ending quite fast.
Yeah, but something to also take notice of is that gold lead is mostly by the marksman. Also the EXP as well. So they are winning their side lanes. So that is something
Yeah.
to look out for. But now they're looking for an invade below, but forcing out a flicker. But now the full barrage gets used up. I think just to zone them out a bit and give that Ixia a bit of breathing space. But now, Numinum Blue does use that Wrath of Dryad. But still here in the bot lane, still here in the bot lane, the Exodus are looking for something. They're looking for a trade. And I think they're looking for this torrent as well. Oh, the final Dawn gets taken out, does bring a few members low. and it leaves Sky the only one there in a very compromising position.
I believe they'll get this Tara as well. Or they might just go for the turtle. But it does seem like they do
Yeah,
want to force the Tara by cutting off the waves and letting their wave crash early.
yeah, they are sieging this total. I'm sorry, this torrent at the moment, and also, creating enough space for them to take the turtle. I just love their rotations right now. I don't know what it is. It's just they're maximizing it completely. Even looking at the mid lane, the torrent shield is almost gone.
In a matchup like Xavier versus Odette, the rotation advantage definitely goes to the Xavier. It's quite a bit of movement in his kit. He also has super long range, so even if he isn't that close to a team fight, he can still affect it.
Yeah, definitely. But now we're gonna see a double kill from En Vogue, if I'm not mistaken. Really well played. But one person that I gotta call out on that one is Anthony. That Diggy is extremely annoying, and the second skill just proved very, very useful. Roger's having a very hard time at the moment, dealing with this composition, especially seeing how. Oh, but is it Da with the heavy spin? I think a lot. That does give Exodus, freedom to operate in this game. They can do whatever they want because the useful ult
Luckily
is
for
used. But
them,
they're
though,
trying to invade onto Neon Blue. He is caught in a very bad position. It seems as though they're gonna siege this torrent as well as him, but he is a tanky boy, so maybe I don't think they'll be able to.
as you were saying about Exodus being more free now with the heavy spin being used, luckily for what's the raid team's name?
Letho Elite Ops.
Luckily for Elite Ops, that ult will be backed by the turtle, so there is a chance that they can contest, because the heavy spin is such a broken ult during the contestation for that.
Yeah, it is a broken skill, but now at the top we did see 2 kills to the side of Exodus, but it was traded back for Anthony. So it is on Marksman and Mage, I think, for Roma, and I think Exodus would take that trade any day of the week. But now we're seeing Numenam Blue being invaded onto. Seems as though he might go down, and Invoke does get the killing spree. Starting to look bleak for this other team right now. Leon, I'm sorry, the name is very confusing.
Let's
But
call
what do you
them the
think about the
Elite
chances
Ops.
of making a comeback?
Yeah.
It's called what?
Just call them the Elite
Elite
Ops.
Ops. Yeah.
Elite Ops.
Uh, at this point, with how behind they are, they absolutely need Neon Blue or Darth Wendell to get an absolutely insane CC play, CC chain, whatever it is, to win any team fights at this point. They do have quite a strong team fight comp, but at this point, they're just getting picked off in the side lanes. They haven't even contested for like neutral objectives, which is where their team comp should be strong.
Yeah, maybe they're uninformed or they don't necessarily know about that. But okay, we're seeing the Panda getting caught in a very bad position, forced to use out the heavy spin. I'm not gonna lie, I still think that was a bit unnecessary, but that is one useful ult down the drain. Yeah, what do you think about the heavy spin there, man? Do you think it was necessary?
Um, I personally think he would have survived even if he didn't. And even then, the heavy spin cooldown is quite long when you're in Rome. You don't have those CD items, you don't have the blue buff to reduce your cooldown. So the heavy spin cooldown is just way too long. So I think it would have just been better to like let them have the kill, keep that heavy spin for a team fight, maybe to even save your team. Disengage.
Yeah, definitely. But right now we're seeing a skirmish near the used up, but now Invoke dealing a decent amount of damage, as you were saying. I think the ult would have been useful there, but Invoke engages onto Numenon Blue or Neon Blue, sorry, and does get the kill as well as the torrent. Seems as though Exodus, they're playing it on all cards, man. They're playing it on all cards. They're getting the kills, they're getting the torrents. What else are they? What else can they take right now?
At this point, I'd assume they're going to start freezing lanes, preparing for the Lord, pushing the opposite lane, all that regular stuff you do before Lord. And I do think that they could end with this Lord push. They are super far ahead. They're playing really well. They do have great siege heroes like the Xavier, the Yuzong. the carry can melt towers as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end right here after this Lord.
Definitely about the carry. And about everything actually. I'm still wondering on the upside. There's not really anybody who can, go for a split push, try to disrupt the rotations from Exodus. So it's the draft they were going for. It's not necessarily effective for what they are currently playing at. But then again, it's still okay. It's not early days, but they still have a chance. They still have an opportunity to defend this. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one plays
Yeah.
out. But just to take notice with the carry build, he has built that new item, that Sky
Sky
Pierce, a very
Pearson.
OP item at the moment, and also finished the Trinity build. But oh, full barrage catching Zenith in a very bad position, and that is a kill for the Ops. Elite Ops managing to get a kill of their own. Maybe this will alleviate some of the pressure that this load will come with.
Yeah, for sure. Their siege is a lot weaker now. I'm pretty sure they also got a fair chunk of gold from that too. Also, you were talking about items. I noticed the Roger was building Trinity, which you would typically see in the gold lane, and in the jungle you would normally see like a more pen-based build, more crypt-based build, just so you can burst them down. And Exodus isn't even a really tanky comp, They have damage
Oh,
jungle, they
I
have
see
support run.
Gary
Oh
right
wow.
now doing a
Amazing jump from
Gary
Gray.
doing a 5v1, but unfortunately he gets shut down. But that did buy enough time for the minions to take down the bot tower. But oh, the panda gets taken down immediately. Numenon Blue tries to re-engage, but gets taken down immediately. That
Yeah,
invoked with a
that's an
double
end.
kill, and eventually wait, a wipeout for Exodus as they clinch this game.
That last
GG.
team fight was super clean for Exodus, especially Gray. The four-man jump, dealing quite a large amount of damage to them as well. Even though he died, his team did manage to finish them off because of that jump. So, great play from him.
Yeah, and it did get a few members offside. It did get them low, so it was extremely useful. But from the ops, though, I'm just let's try to analyze this. What do you think they could have done to, change the tides of that game and make something out
I
of it?
mean, my first suggestion would be changing up the draft a little bit. Valoric XP is not very meta right now, especially versus a strong hero in lane like YZ. You're just gonna get bullied, you're gonna get pushed back, you're gonna lose your tower really early. You're behind in every team fight. So first of all, the draft. I'd also change the way they built, specifically the Roger. Building Trinity versus a fairly damage-heavy team comp, bit of a blunder. And for the last thing, I'd say they didn't contest neutral objectives enough. They have super strong ultimates for neutral objectives, but they just didn't try to utilize them at all.
Yeah, missed opportunities left, right, and center. But that is it for this game, as we have received very, very wise instruction from him. But let's see what the casters have to say. Maybe they have a different analysis. Over to you, Seppi.
Thank you. I agree though. Yeah, I mean the elite tops. I mean Teriyaki explained most of it there. But just to touch on it a bit more, yeah, it was just mostly about like how they had the tools to get the job done, but they just didn't use the tools properly. Excuse me. And like for the Roger and the Akai and the Beleric, like these are some really good picks, and like they can get a lot of team fights done with him. But not once did we see like a Beleric go in and like with four people behind him, and like go and like bait that time journey so that the heavy spin can work. So it was just a matter of not really having any synergy between each other. Just that game specifically, maybe we'll see them improve as the tournament goes on. But Jasmine, something you'd like to say?
I think you said everything for me.
All right. Shady wants to join. Lol.
Oh,
You might be.
Shady is here, so maybe Shady wants to tell us something.
What do you want to tell us, Shady? Okay, that's a good point, Shady. Anyway, we'll move on to the next game here coming in. It's going to be Knights of Mayhem versus I don't know these guys. Who are these people? Okay, Michael. That's Group C. That is going to be House of Jaeger versus Knights of Mayhem. This is the original dudes.
With
Oh my god!
with the 23 ultras.
This is the hypest game of all time, actually.
Do you want to cast and then I'll panel? Because I just keep yapping about draft.
No, that's all good. I can do that then.
I bet.
So this is the people themselves. Also, Duve, where are you? Why are you guys in a separate lobby? Duve? I don't know. I was trying to ask you the same thing. That's okay. Well, Shady, you're welcome to take over the panel as well. I think Ariel and I'll cover the commentary then. So it can be Yummy and Shady if Jasmine is still keen to not panel. But yeah, I mean, I think we just roll with we'll roll with these positions. I guess we didn't do a coin flip, but it's whatever. Okay, looks like everyone's ready. We should be able to get into the game. So I think the panel should include Yummy and Shady and Jazz whenever. So to you guys.
Shady,
Hello?
do you know either of these teams? Do you know what they play?
Okay, well I think it's Yummy and Jasmine then.
Oh, okay. Minotaur first ban. It's quite a universal rogue.
Okay.
It's a safe pick. I'm not sure if KM has any Minotaur players, if it's a respect ban. But, definitely something I'd consider banning.
I will be very honest, I do not know either one of these teams. So I
Hayabusa
see a
banned as well.
Hayabusa ban. How do you feel about a Hayabusa ban?
I think
You
it's
don't
really
know.
good right now. The Hayabusa. With the new item Sky Piercer, it's super easy for him to snowball. They increased his early game damage. It's less dependent on blue. Martyrs ban, pretty classic ban. I wouldn't really consider it a meta pick right now, but it is definitely very dangerous if you manage to snowball.
Sorry,
So
can I
I
interject?
suppose they could be trying to avoid that. Yeah.
Can I interject for a second? That is they're banning out the best mage player in the server's main hero.
The Zask.
Is that? Which was actually buffed this patch.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
it
gotta be careful of the best
so
mage
far
player
from
in
what
the
I've
server.
seen, it seems good. He doesn't really need attack speed anymore. His damage is a constant beam, so you can build him full magic and he just completely bursts squishies. Matilda and Eve getting picked up, super strong combo. Both of them are super mobile. They can rotate super fast. Eve also has a nice amount of CC to make up for the Novaria's lack of CC. Super strong gang combo.
And then we see the Xavier being picked up. I know, as I said, Xavier had a buff. So he has been a bit more stronger. How do you think he would match in this comp?
I really like Invest the Eve. You can kill Eve in her ults because of how much range you have. Same for the Ixia as well. I think the Xavier pick is aging really well. The Lapu Lapu pick is also really, really good versus Eve and Ixia. You can dive them super easily. They can't really kill you. They don't have the damage to it. They're not really bursting like that. But you can burst them. Ling getting banned as well. Super strong with Sky Piercer. Super easy to snowball. Also just a pretty broken hero right now.
Maybe someone from House's main Ling and they're like, you know what, I don't want to go against him. Let me just ban. But
Yen
we see
ban.
the Yin ban.
Um, the bans were looking quite good. I don't really understand the yin ban. Maybe they watched Maverick's IESF game, saw it work in Rome, maybe.
The
Just like
yen
getting picked up.
dome.
Super strong in XP. It does have a pretty neutral lane with the Lapu Lapu once they hit level 4, but you can get a nice advantage pretty early before Lapu Lapu has that ultimate that he can't really fight you. It also has a really nice amount of CC. It works really well with Ixia and Eve.
Ooh, a Melissa. And there's the joy.
Oh hell yeah!
So it looks like
Speaking of
we're
the
gonna
Joy,
have joy meta now. I've seen a lot of teams been picking up the joy now.
up against this comp, Joy is an amazing pick. Super easy to kill the Eve. Ixia is basically a free kill the second she ults. Leomord, also recently buffed. Also pretty strong with the new Sky Piercer item. Again, another snowball hero. Super easy to win early game now. So yeah, I think both drafts are looking pretty good, but I do think Red Side has a way better draft. But Blue Side did counterpick quite nicely, specifically with the Joy and the Xavier. Shut down the Ixia and the Eve super well. They just can't really ult, it's not safe for them. The Joy doesn't have a Seasoned Hunter, so I guess
Neither
they're not
does
really
the
playing for neutral objectives.
neither does the Leo.
Oh, Leo. Sorry. Leo is
Both
the
of
one
them.
that's not going to be able to play for objective. Oh, alright, man. Both of them don't want turtles or lords. Okay. Yeah, you don't need that anyways, hey? You just get more damage.
Well, I'm not gonna be biased and I'm not going to be picking a team, but let them both cook.
Yeah, I don't know about cooking here. If you look at the emblems, maybe it's a bit burnt.
And we will hand it back to Seppi and whoever else is with him.
Yeah, I don't know who that could be, but thank you, Jasmine. Mr. Unknown Person, what are you thinking about these drafts here? I'm really liking one draft, I'll tell you that.
Mr. Unknown Person doesn't know which draft he prefers.
All right, okay.
But yeah, I think I'll echo the panelists' sentiments, man. I do like the joy here. It's really good, and I don't really see a lot to stop it. So we might be in for a good game.
Hey, man, it's always a pleasure, and especially from the the best team
Bot
coming up in
lane,
the
bot
server right
lane.
now, being House of Jaeger. You know, it's an honor for them to pick a hero such as Joy.
Yeah, you're forever teasing that hero, but but here the bot lane, man, like, you're missing out on a lot of action. A flicker's already been used, and Inspire's already been used. It's like a brawl down here.
Yeah, all bot lane, but no one's died yet, thankfully. On your side, we are going to see Melissa being quite aggressive with this, right? This Ixia is struggling quite a lot to keep up with the pressure from this Melissa, but does have that Matilda to help her out as well. As Joy comes in, almost gets
I've
perfect
always
dash
been
there, but not just there. So I'm going to be very critical of the.
fair enough. Any criticism is good criticism, in my opinion. But I've always wondered what the Melissa
Excuse me,
versus
Phantom Steed
Bo
in the
behind the
top
top.
lane right now. Phantom Captain Fairs wants to just try and live through this laning stage right now. He's going to almost get taken down, but it was quite close. That's no Phantom Steed for Turtle though. Okay, listen, I don't think it's too necessary, Phantom Steed, right? Because Leomord Secure is actually better in his human form compared to his horse form, funnily enough. And we're going to see the electrifying beats coming into the middle lane as well. Katakyo getting gone on. He's going to be able to live though. Joy doesn't really have any damage right now. Just needs to try and farm it up.
Yeah, both need to farm it up. They've been on a constant we want to fight. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, as you're saying, Leo Mode is really good at securing, these neutral objectives with his first skill in his um not riding form. I
Yeah,
don't necessarily know how to.
because when you click retribution while you're charging it, it automatically cancels it. So it does it like exact same time. As you're going to see first blood coming in onto the to Rizzler here. Joy maybe wants to come in with the electrifying beat, starting to do a decent amount of damage here, but here's guiding wins. Is it going to be enough? Leomord going to be able to not live there. It's going to be Joy that's going to be living there after taking a few tower shots. As Karina also getting gone on right now. Pops the Purifier to try and get out. Circling Eagle. Will it be enough? Yes, it will.
Oof.
Warning
Close
light.
calls. Close
Don't
calls all
like-
around, man. Close calls all around. You see, and it kind of goes to show what I was talking about. It's just both these teams. They're like, you know what? We don't want to go for neutral objectives. We just want to fight. But Ixia and Melissa have their own bit of skirmish. This is this is like a brawl type of game, man. And I think it kind of shows with their emblem sets. You know, both of them not taking talents that are really useful for, clear speed and for stuff like that. So it kind of shows that they're going for a fight. They want to invade. They want to, you know, they want these skirmishes to actually happen because that's where they actually thrive in. But Teresla with the penalty zone as well as the Phantom Steed by Lord.
But here comes the next 5 beats. It might be enough to take down this Terizla as well and maybe get revenge on this Leomord here. Joy, I think she could go and dive in here, but it might be quite difficult. Okay. Doesn't decide to go and keep it nice and safe. But the Hylos, Mickey getting harassed a little bit here. I think he's gonna be fine, right? He just wants to get the turtle here. Oh, here comes Captain Fairs coming in with the bravest fighter. Unfortunately, misses out most of his skills there. I don't think he landed anything. But anyway, we are gonna see the retribution probably coming in from the Joy here. Nice and easy for the turtle right here. Mickey though, gonna get taken down. But Captain Fairs doesn't have the bravest fighter anymore. I think he needs to run away here. I don't know how he's gonna get out there. Oh, he gets Matilda. Oh. Okay, well that's the thing. Here come the electrifying beats. Is it gonna be enough? Yes, it is.
It is not over. It is not over. Both these teams want to fight, man. Both these teams want to fight. But it seems as though House of Jaeger will come up victorious in terms of trade. They did manage to get the turtle. They did manage to get a few kills as well as a kill on the jungler. So I think that will count for a heck of a lot more. But right now we are seeing the Terizla build up that new war axe. But who in the bot lane?
Oh, look at that. But this is the damage, dude. It's just way too much. Exit can't handle it. Taking a look at the items, just with that corrosion scythe and the inspire. Wait, she didn't even pop inspire. That was damage without inspire. Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, a lot of it was helped by the high-lows. That combination is just it was too much for Melissa to handle. I'm still wondering when she used the flicker because I don't remember, apart from maybe the first instance of the game, but I think by now it should have been back. But a misuse of resources, I think it kind of led to that death. So, but we're seeing a whiffed. What do you think about that penalty zone? It's a whiffed
Yeah, I
penalty
mean,
zone.
he did manage to hit the Natalia there, so not too bad at all. We are going to see Prime going in with the corrosion scythe. We're going to see that damage come into play once again, almost getting the kill onto Chaos. It's going to be Karina trying to get the kill there, but the damage is coming out once again. But the full barrage, this might be pretty big. If they get the kill onto this Melissa, pushing back Mickey, the crit damage is going to come into play. Not just yet, he's not below 50%.
Oh, but the joint missed the first kill.
Okay. We are going to see the real world manipulation. You're going to try and finish off Mickey. Not going to be enough, though. This Crown looking for a kill. Not going to be able to find Chaos in the bush, though. As we're not looking towards the turtle here. Well, top lane.
Yeah,
No. Close one.
close one, but he survives with an inch of his life. But it doesn't seem like he wants to go back. Okay, he actually does. I thought you might actually want to stay there and contest it, especially seeing that the Matilda was there with him. But right now we are approaching the 7th minute of the game, and it's not even the second total, but oh my days, Prime on this Melissa is absolutely dangerous right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should just look at her items because I don't think the corrosion side is the only thing that she has. But the bravest fighter comes out, does stun a few members as well as the Dawning Light to make sure that they are taken down, and that is that's two for nothing trades towards House of Jaeger.
Okay, we're looking at the electrifying beats coming out once again. This should be a dead Terizla, although Crown being very, very timid with the electrifying beats there. That's fair, right? You don't want to throw. Yeah, I would have gone in there, but I probably would have died. So very well played.
Maybe he doesn't want to take the spotlight away from Prime. Uh, but yeah, this game is way too back and forth, man. I'm wondering why Knights of Mayhem don't necessarily clump up together, but
We got that heavy
oh,
spin type beat with the go away, right? Against the wall.
yeah, man. Is Melissa underrated? Is Melissa underrated? What is she doing? Below Lord Dracula at the moment.
Dream. I mean, hello. The fact you've seen him quite late here it might cost him the kill. It's not going to cost him the kill. He's going to get the kill here. Oh, here comes the Crown. Pops the Retribution. I think the Leomor's going to fall here. Oh, missing out a few beats there, but it's fine. Talking about Prime, KSI, Jake Paul. I mean, Logan Paul, sponsor us. Anyway, we're going to go and carry on into the middle lane. Over here, we're going to see the Bravest Fighter coming in straight away. Oh, bonk onto 2. Taking quite a lot of tower shots, though. Was a little bit too far deep into the tower dive.
Yeah, and unfortunately couldn't trade back for the kills. That was a resource used because he doesn't necessarily have that flicker, but Chaos there forced to use that flicker way too prematurely, but he does go back, and I don't know about that decision as he is taken down, but he also seeing the electro final beats being used up, but no kill secured. Man, this is way too back and forth, but I do like how House of Vega are playing this, man. They're playing it towards the advantage. But also, one thing I want to take notice of is the Clock of Destiny. It's a very underrated item, but Prime gets another kill.
Yeah, that Clock of Destiny is not too bad of an item there, right? I mean, let's have a quick read of this. It just gives you the magic and hybrid defense. I didn't know it did that. Anyway, we're gonna see coming in onto the top lane here. Gonna see Hylos going in with the Lapu here. Penalty zone does come in. It's not gonna be enough to keep him alive. Yeah. There was one last thing I wanted to talk about was that Prime, he is playing very, very well. But he does not have the right settings on for Melissa. I can see that he's not attacking the doll when he's out of range.
Yeah, maybe it's maybe they just took it because it's a very good hero towards their composition, and not because it's a comfort pick, which is something that I would caution people to do more often. But we're seeing the electro final beats being used up.
Oh, but here, the Phantom Steed as well. Might be able to get the kill the crown, but no Hylos. Gonna be able to stun up the Leomord. Making sure his ally gets out of there nice and safe, and still also gets out of there as well. Maybe not now, but we are going to see the Bravest Fighter coming out, doing quite a lot of damage to all of them. Although, the Guiding Winds is going to be able to keep everyone safe with that shield as Captain FaZe gets a hammer in his face.
Yeah, hammer to the face. But I hammer to the face. I'm still laughing at the animation through that, but
Must be now.
that was
Clock Aries starting to lag a little bit.
played from House of Mayhem.
Yeah.
What's happening? Stuck.
We are looking at the Lord here, getting taken down by the side of Knights of Mayhem. So yeah, I mean the Lord didn't get too much done. Pressured lanes a bit in the bot lane. Did they get this tower? They got this a long time ago, right? Yeah. So yeah, I think a good defense coming in from KM. Especially with that Lapa kill, sort of made a bit of space for them. It would really be nice if we could get the Joy kill right now. But
yeah, so the bounty on Joy is really, really high at the moment.
Oh wait, looking
So
at bottom
just
here.
getting a kill off of her would be enough for damage.
But here comes the Glorious Pathway. It might not be looking too good for the side of Knights of Mayhem here, as Karina can only just run. Oh my god, Crown, you saw that dash in 4K. But anyway.
Yeah, we're seeing a need for speed.
We're
seeing a need for speed action here as both teams are just running away. But Katago gets a kill onto the Xavier. I'm still wondering how that happened. Maybe you had to look at Eve's build at the moment because I don't know how she would have done that damage. That would have been necessary for that. But okay, it seems as though it's a very standard build if you actually look at it. So maybe it was a misplay from the Xavier, but we're seeing a skirmisher at the top.
Oh, the penalty zone with the real world manipulation. It's going to be a triple kill coming in from Katakon, actually. Yeah, I mean, I guess the standard build is standard for a reason. That is going to be a great play between the two, the mage and the XP laner of Knights of Mayhem there. The penalty zone came out at just the right time, even though he fell, but damn, that was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, that was wonderfully executed from from Catacode, man. I'm just wondering how they'll press on this advantage. I think right now it would be the best time to actually take the load, but Captain FaZe here at the top. But Kings of Mayhem choose not to engage onto him. What do you think
They
about the
get
game so far?
when did they get turned into kings? Well, they used to be knights. So yeah, we got the Kings of Mayhem at this point coming in. But the game so far, looking pretty good. I mean, it's quite even, right? They've got this Eve now who's starting to just carry the game. Look at a KDA, dude. 5-0 and 4, and Teriz. I mean, Xavier is he lagging?
I also think so, because if it is not a MS lag, it is possibly a brain lag. But Prime, caught in a very bad position, does use the wind of nature and is surviving against all the odds.
Ooh.
Does manage to get a kill before she is taken down. And that was wonderfully played by Prime, showing us what his Prime potential could be. But now we're seeing Joy here. Oh my days. Joy survives that against all the odds. I'm sure that's a play that you would be proud of, Sippy.
Yeah, that was. I'm not. Yeah, I'm proud of her for living through that, but I'm not. The initiation in general, like the whole idea of going in there, was not the best idea. So
Not the best
that could
idea,
have
but
been the situation could have been avoided in the first place.
one thing I am noticing is that they don't move together as well as they did in the early game, but we're seeing 2 kills here in the bot lane for the for the Ixia as well as the Matilda. Ixia is not necessarily having the best game at the moment. She did just get to that Demon Hunter sword, so maybe the tides will turn. But right now, her performance has been leaving a lot to be desired. But oh my days,
I was
Catacode
keeping an
almost
eye on
managed to
Xavier,
get a kill.
seeing if he was lagging or not. And the 1 second I look away from him, he's dead. All right. Well, we are looking at Slash here, going in with the penalty zone. It could be the kill to Prime, but the Wind of Nature comes out right in the right second. Is going to be able to keep her alive. Yes, it is. As we are going to see a shutdown coming on to Catacode by Captain Fez.
Yeah, Catacode just doing a 5v1 at the moment. Or maybe a 9v1, but unfortunately was taken down. I am kind of surprised with how House of Vega are playing this out, man. They had the advantage and they still kind of have the advantage, but they're playing it way too broad. They're not manipulating the waves. And oh, we're seeing an invade here.
That's what I like to see. I like to see the big joy damage coming out. There it is within like 5 beats. It's good to be biased sometimes.
True, true, true. It's very good to be biased. But it seems as though they'll be marching down this mid lane, trying to take a few inhibitor turrets to their advantage. I don't know if they'll be able to end with this, and they choose to play discipline. I think as the but Joy in the background against Catacode does manage to get the kill as well, but seeing a penalty zone used up here by Surf, but unfortunately does get taken down. This does leave the base open to be taken. And House of Viega clinched the victory in a 4v5 as they could do it without the Xavier.
just Dream, just chilling it. Yeah. I don't even need to play this game. My team's got this. My team are the goats. I'm the best mate player in the server. I don't need a help. Yeah,
He's got the
that's what
best
happened.
seat in the house, man. He's got the best seat in the house. So he's like, you
Yeah,
know
I
what?
mean,
I'm gonna
he just
just
closed
enjoy
the game and started
have
watching
it.
the stream. He wanted more entertainment. Man is
Yeah,
man is living it.
yeah. House of
Is
Viega
silver
decided to mark
lower than the
himself by
enemy's
just playing
bronze?
the
Okay, but yeah. Anyway, sorry, what was that? Yummy.
Dream silver is lower than Chaos's bronze.
Oh my God, you're right. That's
I'd
crazy,
be mad
dude.
if I was Chaos.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. But yeah, let's just have a quick go over the game real quick. You're gonna see Catacode doing so much for her team there, doing all the damage. Yeah, pretty much. Even though she's gone for utility build, still doing all the damage. It's pretty crazy. The Leomord, it sort of worked decently well. It just didn't really snowball into anything huge. The Joy is definitely a problem, right? I feel like you have too many like slow, non-moving heroes on your team, and Joy can just go with the Electron beats at any point and just get a kill there. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Ari, anything you'd like to say before we head back to the panel?
Now you've just captured my thoughts exactly. The Joy was absolutely fundamental. Also, uh, Prime, man, just winning out the lanes and just forcing out the extra to have a really, really bad early game, which unfortunately for Knights of Mayhem, yeah, good thing I remember this time not to promote them to Kings, but it did leave Knights of Mayhem in a very bad position. So yeah, that's those are my thoughts on the game, man. So what about the panelists? What do you guys have to say about that game?
I think this was a case of the same as last game. A team picking around team fights and just not initiating those team fights, not going for the neutral objectives, especially the Leomord, not taking Seasoned Hunter. If he did take it, because the Joy didn't take it, the retries would have been super easy. Leomord is a strong retry hero with the skill 1. Late game, you can retry from upwards of 5k HP. Early game, it's like upwards of 3k. So they definitely drafted around neutral objectives and team fights, but they just kept getting picked off. They didn't initiate any team fights. It felt like they were just scared to fight. And when they did end up fighting, Eve, Catacombs or whatever his name was, ended up carrying. Ended up making good use of the team comp. So if they had just forced more team fights, gone for more neutral objectives, maybe it could have been different. Especially considering House of Jagger seemed to have an AFK mage towards the end there. So, I think it was a bit of a blunder in the way they played the draft. I think the draft itself was pretty good.
You there, Jasmine? Okay, it looks like Jasmine's not available right now, so I might as well step in and just make sure that. Okay. Okay. Look, Jasmine is here, but it's whatever. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, Hasa Jaeger definitely showing a good performance there. Can play the best here in the game, the Joy. So I like that. But the thing is, it was still a bit close. I mean, I feel like Knights of Mayhem definitely had a shot at doing that. It could have just been one wrong move from the side of Hasa Jaeger there, and the game could have been immediately over. So yeah, they need to just make sure their mage isn't AFK just in case that the game switches like that, and yeah. And thumbs up to pause, dude. You need to do that.
For sure, they Jesters of Mayhem definitely could have taken advantage of the fact that they didn't really have a mage, and the fact that they were tending to win team fights when Eve was there and she wasn't getting picked off, but they just didn't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's my favorite team, the Noblemen of Mayhem.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta congratulate them on the draft, but the way they played it is just not it, Better luck next time, Peasants of Mayhem.
The Peasants of Mayhem, yeah. Well, okay. Anyway, we're going on to the next game here. Looking like we're gonna have the Letho Elite Ops versus who's this? I can't remember. I was just looking at it. Oh, Knights of Mayhem. This doesn't look like the Knights of Peasants of Mayhem. Is this Asiega again? Okay, so it looks like it's going to be Hasa versus the Elite Ops. This time we do have the actual best mage player in the server, the Great Hover, number 83. Okay, it looks like we have too many spectators for a second. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is the legendary Zarsk player who's going to be making waves in the SA server after the MSA starts. Can't wait to see him in action for the first time on the main stage. And never mind, he's being subbed out.
The Zar's glory didn't last long.
Yeah, that's very sad. I was very excited to see it.
Maybe it
Well,
will.
it could still, yeah, it could still be a situation where he's just trying to, get switch sides properly here. Yeah, maybe he'll play.
We can only hope.
Yeah, there's only we've got way too many people again.
Shady, just watch through the Discord stream.
Yeah, maybe you could add to the panel, Mr. Shady, if you would like to be in the lobby, Mr. Shady. Okay.
I think
That's
that's
probably
no.
Shady leaving. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very well timed on there. Okay. No, it's not gonna be. It's not
I
gonna be
think he
the.
left by accident because he's back.
Oh, hello. Just barely can hear you. Not really.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes. Hello.
Okay. What's the next match?
Yeah, I think we're going to go into the next match here.
No, the team names.
You don't know the scene? It's going to be the what is it? The Elite Ops, the Litho Elite Ops versus House of Jaeger.
Oh, okay.
Why does Neon Blue keep joining?
Litho Wanderer Elite Ops, bro. Crazy name.
Dude, this guy keeps joining.
Tell Samara to kick him.
I think she is. He keeps joining back. Anyway, Shady and Yummy, why don't you guys take over the draft?
Okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
sure.
So, if you play, how do you think they do?
Well, I'm curious to see what they'll do with a mage this game. They didn't really have one last game. As for their draft, they did counter pick quite nicely.
Like, didn't Diggy's ult get nerfed? It's now 2 second duration.
I'm pretty sure the Flask of Oasis nerf is what makes him worse now. Also, Minotaur banned again. By House of Jagger again.
I think they just
It's versus a different team now, so they just don't like it, I guess.
Yeah, they just get to go up against it. I don't think they feel comfortable going up against it because like the Mignon Fury can just change the game in like one team fight.
Yeah, you have to play super careful, super calculated versus Minotaur because of how quickly you can change the pace of the match, with all the CC, all the heals.
Also, I think they're
Mars is banned again. So they're same bans as Jesters of Mayhem. So I guess it's not respect bans, it's just that they don't like playing versus these two heroes.
True.
The Martyrs ban is quite weird, considering he's so easy to counter. But the Minnow ban, quite respectable.
Then again, like at low ranks, they don't know how to counter a Marcus. Like you have to start
At lower ranks is super dangerous because of the snowballing potential. Aroth first pick.
Alright, okay. Underrated jungle, I must say.
It's pretty good in this tank meta. Hylos and Terizla.
Like that is such
Terizla,
a
pretty
good
staple
counter.
pick. Hylos, I do believe, is a counter pick. I mean, comfort pick for Mickey. He played it last game as well. Played it quite well as well. Had some very good ganks, some very good engages. Franco and Aurora being picked up for Litho Elite Ops. Franco, quite a niche hero. Aurora, also quite niche, but she does have really good teamfight potential, good damage, good CC.
I don't know,
Good
like
dive as well. She can freeze towers.
a good Franco though is kind of scary to verse. Landing hooks left, right, and
See.
center.
yeah, we'll have to see if Darth Wendell is a good Franco. If he is, I think this is a great pick, especially since House of Jagger picked Odette. Pretty easy to disrupt an Odette with Franco. You just hook her alter.
True, true, true.
Stationary as
Also,
well, so it is quite a free hook.
I don't like, although it's the comfort picks like the Hylos and the Rizla, I don't like it here because of the Dairat. Like Dairat
Well, it
can
does look like the Daroth is going jungle, so maybe it's not too bad for the Trizla, but the Hylos is definitely going to struggle to invade. Could get bursted when he invades, you know.
true,
Also,
true,
no ban for Litho Elite Ops. Maybe they're trying to get an OP pick. Don't know what it could be because they didn't pick it in first phase.
true, true.
Ling for Crown. I do believe Jesters of Mayhem banned it versus Crown, so maybe he is a Ling player and it was a respect ban. We'll have to see. Alright.
Mm,
Looks like it's XP. Barat's XP is really good right now. Super good in turtles and lord fights. You can just eat the jungler. Pretty free retry for your jungler. He was also nerfed in jungle, so people have started gravitating towards Barat's XP more than before. So I'm interested to see if oh, they go Sylvana?
Sylvana.
Sylvana and Hanabi?
The Sylvana pick though, it's
Hmm.
a curveball, I guess. The Winter Crown though, have you seen, like, if you read the
Yeah, her skill
description of
2 does work during it, right?
they gave like an example of Sylvana using it while doing her skill 2, and I
Yeah.
wonder if this guy, the
Even
noble dude,
still,
did.
Sylvana is definitely a curveball with spikes on it, for sure.
Hey,
The Melissa versus Hanabi matchup. I don't really play gold lane. What do you think about the matchup? Who wins in a 1v1 here?
this is definitely a Melissa game. Very easy to dodge the Franco, dodge the Tyra out, and it kind of wins
Mm,
lane versus the Hanabi. Depends how you play though, because Hanabi can poke you down with her passive, the ricochets of her basic attack. But if you, let's say, move away from the minions and just kite, you probably beat the Hanabi. Plus, Inspire gives her an edge in lane. The sustain you get from that, just insane.
Yeah. Prime did also play it last game versus an Ixia. He did win that lane pretty dominantly. Got quite a big lead. Got a lot of kills as well. Ended up doing a ton of damage late game, so
The
I'm
problem,
expecting him to win lane here again.
the problem though, last game the Ixia didn't. For the Ixia to win lane, she had to force the Melissa to use Inspired. I think that's what Hanabi needs to do now. Force Melissa to use Inspire and then just kite back.
Yeah. You can take it from here, Seppi.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yummy and Mr. Shady there. Yeah, I mean, I like the draft. I really do. You see that Sylvana XP lane. That's one hero I didn't think about when it came to the Winter Crown. I was trying to theory craft with a few heroes with that item, and Sylvana didn't cross my mind. So yeah, that's a cool one. I'll be sure to try that in my next ranked game. But what do you think about this draft, Avery?
Um, I'm not necessarily as confident as you guys are, but maybe you guys are more knowledgeable. Like you guys know these things more than I do. But in terms of draft, I'm edging towards House of Vega. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm also edging. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna see that. I like the Dyra versus the Hylas. I think that's a good matchup, as well as the Terizla, right? So the Star's gonna be shredding quite a lot. Can also it's also got a long range that can reach the Melissa while she's got to go away. But in general, Melissa has a nice matchup against Dyra just because he can't get close to reduce that armor if timed properly. But yeah, oh my god, Aurora. Luckily she had Flicker here. She does have the passive here, so she should be able to get out nice and safe. Just for now, at least. Crown in position to get some stuff done.
In position. But one thing I also wanted to take notice of is that because they have the Dayroth and maybe
Oh, hook. We're
oh,
gonna see the hook come out. It's gonna be close. The Hylos is still taking shots. Gonna be able to live through this. Oh no way! I think he's dead now. It's gonna be first blood going to more
oh
of all people. How's that? Yeah, we're now looking at the turtle being spawned up in the top lane. Sorry to interrupt, Derry. What were you saying?
Dang.
Oh, he lagging quite a lot.
I actually thought one
Well,
of
Avery
them
seems
was
to be
gonna
having a little bit of problems here,
go
but that's
down,
fine.
but they actually missed it again.
You good, Avery? Nope. Okay, we're gonna see the turtle fight coming in on the top here. Crown got that level 5. But the Darius also level 5 here. He's trying to get in. Probably has a better secure between the two of them, but no secure is better than killing the enemy jungler. So they're gonna be able to get the turtle nice and easily for themselves coming in from the side of House of Jaeger. And
Yep,
Avery's gone.
definitely.
Oh no, that's not Avery. Hello. Okay, are you good now?
Hopefully, hopefully I am spiking, so I make no promises. But yeah, I was saying for this other team, they don't really have a lot of like dive as well as but we're seeing the Franco with the hook.
Oh, nice and clean. We're gonna see. Oh, the Tempest of Blades comes out as well. Might be able to get a few things done. Not really any damage. The 3 minutes into the game, coming in from the Ling, but we do see the Melissa gonna finish off that corrosion site. So we're gonna be seeing that lane bullying come into action in just a second.
Yep, definitely. But as I was saying, there's not really a lot of dive from the side of um Darod's team. I forget what their name is. But there's not really a lot of dive. They don't really have a lot of zone pop from maybe the Franco making a set. There's not really that type of thing to zone out their jungler or to zone out a few members. So I think that's something they're gonna have to rue unless they play extremely um they time their ultimates and they time the way they get into this engagement. But it seems as though some of these players are AFK, no?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one. We'll when Sylvana spawns, I'll pause. Oh, what? He's doing something.
I think these players are lagging.
Oh, okay. No, wait. They're just waiting for each other. They just want to go out the base together. Brother and sister, right?
I did not actually know that.
Yeah.
But
Brother and
to
sister. They
do
just
that
want to
in a
leave the base
tournament
together
is
in that situation.
to do that in a tournament game is nothing more than ballsy. I don't know. I don't know if I would do that in a tournament game, but it seems as though they're still gonna they're gonna focus the Hanabi here, and she is taken down. I think the kill goes to Prime. Has 50% team participation, so you know this Melissa is gonna be online a lot quicker than this Hanabi.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. We're looking at this one song coming in onto Sly. Quite tanky though. Even pops the flame shot. This does some added mental damage there. Like, go back to your base. Because if you don't go back to your base, we're gonna gank you with the crown. Coming in there, right there. Very nicely played by your boy over there. Pops the retribution as well, probably necessary. Oh, got Prime as well. Taking the easy kill against the Hanabi there. As we're popping into a gank top lane here. Noble Duke. Oh, probably in a lot of danger right now. This glorious pathway coming straight in with the penalties. Oh, nice dodge with Imperial Justice. Might be able to live this. He's going to get the kill onto Todd Jaeger. Sure, he won't live it, but he gets a kill. Kind of nice little trade there coming in from him. And nice little play, right? The dodging the penalty zone there was pretty huge.
Yeah, pretty huge, man. Especially with those types of invades. Usually you get killed and they also take your turret. But not only did she manage to defend the turret, but also take one member with her. So might not necessarily be the biggest trades, but it will count for something in this game. But we are seeing that Dayroth or Sly did use the red tree there. I'm wondering if House of Jaeger decides to invade, but they'll now be forced to use the Aegis as well. But we were the Swan Song, but cancelled out by the Bloody Hunt as well as the Franco ult. But oh my days, Ling coming in, Crown coming in, getting a triple kill. Um, it's just insane, man. What's happening right now?
So you don't know that Daroth and Sylvana are brother and sister?
In game or actual plays?
No, the in game, the character lore.
Oh no, not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's understandable. That's understandable.
Isn't one of them like a knight for the, and then the other one like an evil person or something?
Yeah,
Like a prince of darkness or
I'll
something?
briefly explain it very, very quickly for you guys. Daroth was taken as a baby. He was meant to be like the heir to the throne, but the demons came and stole him, and then turned him into a demon child. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna see the turtle getting taken by House of Jaeger here, nice and easy. Yeah, pretty much nothing they can do to contest that. We are seeing the sister over here, kind of AFK once again. Do we pause?
Yeah,
No, okay. She's back.
I feel like this game has been a long, drawn out need for a pause because it feels as though they're AFK, but maybe they have a plan that they haven't really shared with us. But now we're seeing the frost
It
being
comes along
used
to
up as
two,
well as
actually.
the
We're going to
Swan
see the
Song.
Swan Song as well, doing tons and tons of damage. It's going to be Noble Duke taking out Todd Jaeger once again, though, as the Hylos will fall to the tower. Dude, Tower MVP right now. Probably going to get a triple kill right here. No, it's not. It's going to be Ling getting the triple kill and living the tower shots.
Yeah, that tower MVP. I'm sure the tower has Malefic right now, so it is doing a lot of damage. But it seems as though House of Vega have wrapped this up, man. They're getting the kills, they're getting the turns, and a bit of recall just to spice up the game.
Yeah, I mean, the Elite Ops giving it a little bit of their own recall action as well by Sly. I mean, okay, we're just going to see some NPC interaction between these two players over here. Yeah, I mean, look, House of Jaeger, yeah, they're definitely ahead of this. They've got a 10,000 gold lead, 8 kill lead on the scoreboard as well. So they're chilling. They're very comfortable with how the game is. It's just looking at Elite Ops thing. I just want to see a gank, right? I want to see a conceal play by the Franco. I want to see a flicker bloody hunt onto an Odette or something. You know, but I'm just not seeing that. As we're seeing this penalty zone coming in onto the Noble Duke. Not going to be able to be... Oh, there it is. The nice hook straight away and underneath the base there. But the flicker gets that Terizla out. Nice and safe. Imperial Justice, though. Oh, look at the Vengeance. It's actually doing so much damage. It's going to be a shutdown onto Prime. That's more than worth it, I think. Man, that was very cool.
That was definitely worth it, man. Just to take the marksman on your way out. I don't think it will amount to much, but it will at least delay this Lord take. So bro, there's a lot of NPC plays that are happening right now. So my head is still trying to process them. Is it AFKs or was this team assembled last minute? I don't know what's going on, but hopefully they can turn the tides and make this one an interesting game.
I get it. It's an L take. Get it? It's because the Lord take. Okay, that's a bad joke. We're gonna see seeing Sly coming in onto the top lane here. Gonna dodge out that route by Odette there, but the Swan Song gonna be more than enough to get the job done with the suppression coming in. Tower MVP doing the damage once again. Odette, he's gonna make it out because of that revitalize by the Hylos. Okay, so you know it works. So why am I laughing?
Maybe funny, but as long as it works, that maybe it's meta. Who knows? But yeah. Even the wave management from House of this just unfortunate right now. But it seems as though Crowd caught in a very bad position. In the meantime, they did manage to take the bot turn, so that will count for a lot. But Prime does re-engage. She is doing a heck of a lot of damage, but the Frost also comes out leading towards a kill for the...
Yeah, I mean, this House Jaeger, they need to dodge these hooks, man. I mean, this Franco is getting a decent job done with catching them off guard in here, but the Abysm Strike cut off the mark in that situation, the big Swan Song. It's going to be enough to clean up the game, but the Tower MVP once again getting another kill. But the game might be over at this point. Although the bloody HUD comes out, tower MVP. It's doing so much damage. What a play from the tower.
Yeah, man, a 5 assists from the tower in that play, you know it's getting the MVP right now. But it is a shutdown, or rather a wipeout for the side of Lethal Elites, Ops Elites, I- whatever their name is. It does give them a bit of hope, a bit of breathing space for them to clear these waves, start to take up some of these trades, and hopefully just build up a bit more.
I wish you could see the damage dealt by towers at the end of the game, dude. I would like to compare it to the damage dealt compared to the heroes this game. But unfortunately, that's not going to be possible. But yeah, look at the state of the game here. We've got 12 to 21. It's just about a 14,000 gold lead, so really not looking good for the Letho Elite Ops at the moment. But if the tower keeps making those plays, then I think they might have a chance here.
Yeah, maybe a comeback in the settings.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how's the Jaeger there? They might want to just back off, get the Lord here. Sure, they might have the leverage, especially if the members are AFK, just chilling in by the base, doing nothing there. Or we're going to see the Flame Shot, not going to be able to get the kill, but it's going to be Sly falling down first. Chance Cat's almost getting taken down as well, but does manage to get back to the base. There's only a few members left. Oh my god, the base is wide open. The Swan Song will finish off the job, but no Lord needed. The tower did not manage to carry them through the whole game.
Yep, man, that's MVP Towers MVP. And well played from the House of Jaeger. The Jaegerists have turned up to the MSA tournament, man. And they're showing within the last 2 games that they can actually give some of these teams a run for their money. But
Yeah, just don't mention anything about towers to them. That's their weakness.
that's the Achilles heel. But yeah, man, that game exists.
Okay.
It exists, right? And it happened, and we were all here to watch it happen. And hopefully, the next one will be as exciting, or if not more. But that's it from me.
Yep. Very that game indeed did happen, Ari. Thanks for that, for pointing that out. We'll hand it back to the panel over there for the analysis.
I don't really have any comments on draft or how they played it. I think this really just came back and down to House of Viega being a better team than Litho Elite Rank Ops, to be honest. Maybe the lag played a part, but I just think House of Jacker seems to be better than Litho Elite Rank Ops, bro.
I think like we can't even say anything about these guys because it looked like half the game they were AFK. Also, this this Direct didn't farm well. The Hylos was like moving around freely in the jungle.
Yeah, that is something you have to prepare for when the enemy picks Hylos. Not necessarily sure why his team didn't really help him farm at all. That definitely didn't help them with anything. The jungler being farmed is so important. With the level gaps, also becomes a retro gap. With the retro damage increasing with the level of the hero. So everything just gets harder when your jungler is behind. You can kind of deal with a mage behind, a marksman behind, any of that. But with the jungles behind, it just makes any type of objective nearly impossible to get.
Also, the Franco can't really help in jungle. The only thing you can do is at least like invade the enemy jungle, hook the buffs, and delay the enemy jungle, which he did not do.
Yeah, Franco was definitely an interesting pick there.
I mean, I take it versus a Ling, to be honest. Ling kind of struggles versus any suppress, Kaja, or Franco.
Yeah, you'd know that one well, Shady.
I do. Especially Kaja. I now ban it in rank when I want to play Ling.
Okay.
Who's
Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say about that last game, I guess. Like it was just a simple, like, you could see that Lito is struggling with not only their Wi-Fi, but yeah, there seemed to be a bit of a skill gap. But it is what it is.
I mean, I was watching the Ling. His mechanics is kind of good. Not gonna lie.
As it's been said before, but I'll say it again. House of Jaeger really gonna come in, sweep everyone off their feet when it comes to MSA.
I'm curious to see them versus the teams that aren't in Legend. They could do well.
Damn, are they actually? No, I mean there were some mythics, but
But low tier mythics, that's the
Any
thing.
honors? Any glories?
There's like one honor.
hey man, we're not rank shaming that much, okay? We could rank shape a little. But...
What do you mean?
Let's see them play
Obviously,
versus a better team.
yeah,
They do look they do look really well coordinated. Like Shady said, Crown does seem to have pretty decent mechanics, so they could really do well. But we can't really learn much from them playing against lower ranked players that just don't really play as much as them.
You've got the mic. Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
so it's Knights of Mayhem versus
the elite rank ops.
Elite Rank Ops, okay.
Yeah. Now we got an even match on hand.
Why you say that? Because they both mythics, like low mythics.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
now who's rank shaming?
I mean, I'm not shaming them. I'm saying they're mythic. I'm mythic. See me? I'm mythic over here.
Really?
I'm
Holy shit! Stop playing classic, man.
eh,
82 stars. Oh,
yeah. On wants the cost if you guys are down. Okay. Yeah, we can organize that. Is Jake still here?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll go and give him a. If he joins the lobby, I'll go give him a roll. Oh yeah, there he is.
Yo, if the mics are off, I'll see you after like 2 games or something. Still have
Okay.
something to do.
Okay, well that's perfect. We got a nice replacement for you here.
Right. And where's Jasmine? Isn't she in the thingy?
Nah, stop throwing her under the bus.
Oh, y'all kicked her out again.
No, we didn't
Yeah,
kick her.
oh,
what you been kicked, man?
She's always very keen to
She
leave.
left.
Okay, I'm assuming that Dupe has turned off the mics at this point.
don't see the effect that like the contribution that Diggy can make in this current meta. Like the
Yeah, I
update
don't
really
think he's great right now, but yeah, I'm
is bad.
assuming that Litho Elites wanted that set tank because KM did ban Tigreal.
True. Also, you don't like Tig. Why? Explain to us.
Uh, Tigs these days, solo ult merchants. They don't want 2-man ults, they don't want 3-man ults. They want 1-man ults on the fucking jungler.
Oh yeah, keep the language, please.
My bad.
Thanks.
Okay, Xbox bans. That's standard ban.
I'm assuming they want some kind of tank jungle, tank XP lane maybe.
I'd say like you can go for Tanky EX for an assassin pump. Really help the assassin.
Minnow. That's a great pick. Because Litho Elite did ban the Diggy. There's nothing really to counter that Minnow.
I'd say like for the side of little elites, they should pick up maybe a Kaja to really counter.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. They did also
no,
get the Barats, assuming that's why they banned Xborg. You know, Xborg does kind of melt Barats, especially at like neutral objectives. Makes it super hard to contest. And the Ixia, pretty standard pick from today's games. I saw her in most games.
hard to play.
Irithel and Lunox.
Like she can really dominate a lane because of her passive. Makes her super hard to kill because of the HP she gains. Also, Irrital is a good counter to Ixia. You can just, as soon as Ixia ults, you can just ult out of her ult and just burst her from the side.
Yeah, super easy to kite with Irithel versus an Ixia. Make her miss the skill 1, the skill 2. The skill 1 is majority of her damage in lane, so
True.
dodging that is quite nice. The
For the
Lunox, I'm assuming they picked her because of the Minotaur. Very nice dive hero. The Minotaur plus Lunox dive combo, pretty strong. Nana being picked as well. Not really sure what that's for. Playing with some pretty mobile heroes or heroes that have CC immunity. So it could
Actually,
be pretty hard to hit Marlenas or ultimates.
it's kind of like easy to shut down an Irtal with Nana if you actually hit a combo. Like the damage output from a Nana you wouldn't expect it. But recent patch, I think they nerfed her ult damage.
Atlas ban.
What's the damage right now?
Maybe they just don't like playing versus Atlas. Maybe it's a respect ban. I wouldn't really consider it a standard ban or even a good ban in this meta right now. But you
Also,
never know. Maybe Litho Elites does have an Atlas main.
but for Little Elite, I think they should pick up maybe a healer, like sort of put them on like sustain because of the minnow. Sustain coming out from the minnow.
Maybe I think your thumb might be on the microphone.
The Franco though, they pick up the Franco again.
Looks like a comfy pick for them. Maybe to cancel out the Minotaur, you can ult him pretty easily with the Franco.
I mean, with these low metrics, they get MVP on a hero and
Ruby
was the
and
biggest
Karina.
that game. The previous
I
game, I
think
mean.
you're covering your mic. Karina does get locked in. She used to be super dominant back when you could build her tank, but since then I haven't really seen her much. I don't think she's very good, but there is always that possibility that she does snowball and can start one-shotting everyone. Could also just be a comfort pick.
Also, her passive,
And Hilda.
the true damage from her passive is really good against high HP heroes like the Barat, the Franco, the Hilda even. Also, if those like Sky Piercer, she can even like she can snowball further.
Yeah, this match definitely seems to be depending on how well the Minotaur and the Lunox can engage, and whether or not the Karina gets fed snowballs nicely.
I think the Lunox pick is really good into Barat's,
Ixia,
Hilda,
Brats,
even
yeah.
Ishtar too. But I think the Nana, if the Nana is like, if Nana can is actually a good Nana. She can shut down the Lunox real fast. As soon as she dark ults, just throw Molina onto her. Or even ult to stun her. Then the Barats can eat her up and they can just burst her. The comp that they drafted, Little Elite Ops, or Little whatever, is like a pick-off comp. They're not really a team fight kind of comp.
Them focusing so much on the pick-off aspects of these picks, I'm not sure why they picked Ixia. It's definitely a more team fight hero. I would have liked to see like a carry, maybe a Melissa.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, today joining me here, if you didn't mute the mics, then you would know that we have a special guest here with us to cover this hype game, the game of the century. The biggest game in SA, arguably, coming up here is my friend Saint Con. How are you doing today?
Good evening, Seppi. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah, I mean, I like the both drafts actually. I feel like the Karina is actually not such a bad pick. I feel like with the new items added into the game, assassin junglers have a better time dealing with the tank junglers. Like, right, you've got the Sky Piercer to make sure that they die when they're low HP, as well as the what's an item called? Wishing Lantern. It's like basically Demon
Yeah.
Hunter sword for mages. So it helps them to cut down these tanky targets. But yeah, already at the XP lane though, looking at a lot of damage dealt on Catacode by Neon Blue. That's something I wouldn't expect to see.
The Ruby's having a hard time going against the Hilda, which is very common since the Hilda has all that burst damage and the passive with the bush. So Ruby's gonna have a hard time in this lane.
Okay. I didn't think about that. I thought Ruby was like impossible to lane against, and you think Hilda's got a good matchup. I mean, we're seeing that, yeah. So I definitely believe you when it comes to that bottom lane matchup.
I think the Ruby's probably just gonna have to play it slow, not really go too aggressive and wait for the team. Like right here, as the Karina goes in, can they take it?
I don't think.
Hilda's gonna manage to escape.
Yeah. Neon Blue, he's still he's very, very tanky as well as being able to do a lot of damage. Hilda's pretty strong here in the XP lane. It's just it's all about the early game when it comes to it. Anyway, we're gonna see the hook coming out onto Karina. Nice one. The Karina, the player, not the Karina here. Yeah. You're gonna see the turtle
first to die.
Yeah. As you're gonna see the turtle spawning out here. Slash on the actual Karina, gonna go start up the turtle here. The Barrett's in position to go, but the Neon Blue is going to get the kill onto the Ruby. Very well played for first blood.
And Karina's also going to take the turtle. The Lunox Dark Form really made it very quick to take that turtle, not giving the Barats any time to come and contest.
Mm-hmm.
However, they're still leading 2 kills, so yeah.
Okay, I'll explain that joke later. We're gonna see a bit of a rotation coming onto top with that Franco. Look, he's fishing for the hook here. He's level 4 actually, so if he gets a hook here, it's pretty much certainly a death on Ghidorah here. But Karina gonna be able to come in with Karina over there. This joke's getting old. Okay, we are seeing the Barrett's coming in.
And they make something happen here.
Yeah, charging up that Detona's Welcome. We're not gonna be able to hit it. I sort of expected something to happen here as the Purify actually committed by the Earthal there, so not bad at all.
A bit too early. I think she probably panicked.
Yeah, I mean, if I see a big dinosaur running at me, I would probably panic as well. So not the worst play.
Yeah.
As we look at the elite ops, they're still chilling around the top lane, but yeah, Barret's probably wants to start clearing his jungle once again. But then bottom lane, we're also going to see the gank.
Neon Blue managing to escape.
Yeah, it was quite close. But with the help of Sprint, she'll be able to get out.
Yeah, and no need to recall. Hilda's really showing why she's not that bad in the EXP lane. Able to hold her own.
Okay, but here comes Karina. Easy kill.
Bursted.
I have great faith in this Karina pick. Actually, I think it's not going to do too bad whatsoever. Yeah, we're going to see the turtle coming out.
I think it's going to be very good.
Oh, here it is. Detona's Welcome again. Oh my God, he needs to be a bit closer when it comes to those Detona's Welcomes on Sly there. As the turtle has spawned in the top lane, but there we go. Melina Blessing committed by more here. Brilliance committed by Lunox. Not too much going to happen though after that.
Okay, Franco misses the hook. Karina is going to take this turtle very easily unless the Ixia manages. Okay, she doesn't. So that's a free turtle to the blue side.
Yep, free turtle indeed. It's almost hitting out the 5-minute mark. If we take a look at the items here, we've got 2 Sky Pierces on the side of the Knights of Mayhem already, on the Lunox as well as the Karina. So yeah, we're definitely going to be maybe seeing some snowball potential being added to them with that item. I feel like you don't buy it on every hero, but I think Karina and Lunox are definitely candidates for that item.
Definitely. Especially the Karina, because usually when she engages, they might be able to escape with 1 HP, but now this will guarantee the kill for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. As you know, going into looking at the other side of the map here, on the other side of the items here, we're looking at the Corinthian side finished up by the Ixia. Got the War Axe also finished by the Barretts and the Sea Halberd on the Hilda. So if she goes onto this Ruby here, she can do a lot of damage.
As we're saying that right now, Lunox in the top lane. Okay, she's not going to do anything. Not yet.
She's going to get scouted out by Sly and the gang here. They're going to rotate over, but then as well come again.
Too early.
I think he needs to sort of look like revision his way to use that ability.
He also lost his stacks there, but as he's picking it back up now, so.
But this is always like a concern when you have a Bath on your team, is that you need to be quite aggressive on this hero to be effective with it, right? You can't just play on your side of the map all the time. You're very strong early on. You really need to make advantages out. I'm just not seeing that coming in from Sly and the gang. So I'm quite concerned about the late game coming in for the Elite 2 Ops.
I'm gonna say I think they probably missed their chance. Oh, Nana gets taken out by the Lunox. Yes, as you were saying, with the Barata not taking the advantage and invading, he's definitely way behind now, because especially since the enemy had an assassin, it would have been in their favor to pressure the Karina more, but it looks like the Karina is having a comfortable game, which is going to make it very hard for them to come back.
It's going to land onto 3. It's a pretty good set coming in from Karina here. The turtle's still falling quite low. It's going to be Karina getting the kill there with Neon Blue. Power of the Wilderness. Going to be able to get a kill for herself as well. It's going to be all retreat when it comes to the Elite Ops, but there's no retreat from a Karina with that ultimate that I can't remember. Then why can't I haven't seen this here in so long. I don't remember the name of the ultimate. But yeah, I mean, that was a good fight for both teams actually. But coming on top was probably the side of Knights of Mayhem.
Definitely, and they've managed to equal out the scoreboard with 3-3 kills, plus a tower advantage. So the Irithel is actually having a very good game against the Ixia right now.
Yeah,
Nana very low.
Oh, we're gonna see. Oh, a good suppression by Darth Wendell there. Beautifully played, baiting out the low HP Ixia and the crying emoji coming in from her as well. But Lord Dracula coming in from
the Ixia is AFK.
Oh, Ixia. Okay.
Probably a connection issue there.
No, that was mental damage. She needed to get back to base fast. As a Slash, he's
nice hook onto the Minotaur, but no ultimate, so he's gonna manage to escape unless the Baratia is able to take him out. Can they? Nice. Mino uses the ult, but it's not gonna save him there. He's still alive. Okay, they finally managed to take him down. Karina comes in and takes out the Barats, and the Lunox coming in, but Nana managed to escape with the Franco, and Franco misses his hook. I'd say that's probably a win to the blue side, since they managed to get the jungler, and only Karina fell.
Yeah, for sure.
Hilda very low, manages to stay alive still. Oh, but Karina makes sure to take it out. This Karina is really doing the most snowballing here, having a comfortable game, but Franco manages to hook her up. Franco's low. Can the Lunox, can they get him? Ooh, nice engage there. Franco's going to be taken down. Irithel might be able to take this tower, and Lunox jumps in with a flicker and takes the kill as well. Oh, this is looking to be a quick game. They're picking up the pace, and Lunox and the Karina, they're really popping off now.
Yeah, Karina on 4-0-1 right now. really feeling herself when it comes to this game. You know that we're definitely seeing that Sky Pierce come into action, right? We're just really
Yeah.
able to cut down those tanky targets. It's really showing how valuable it is in these situations, as well as just you know, it just makes sense in the hero as well. You know, even if you're against squishy targets, having that additional threshold of kill threat is just really nice on the hero. So I
Very
think
nice.
she's
Very
probably one
nice.
of the best buyers of that item.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. You know, that frustration of like when the enemy almost escapes with 1 HP, Sky Piercer completely removes that now.
Mhm. Definitely not copied from another game. At all. Anyway, we're gonna see the Lord has spawned in the bottom here. Should be a nice and easy enough time for the Knights of Mayhem to take it, but they're gonna walk
Ooh, but they're
straight
gonna go
past
for
it.
the
They want
Hilda.
Neon Blue right now.
Neon Blue can escape. Neon Blue chooses to fight. That'd be the best idea. Okay, uses the sprint, manages to escape. Nana coming in from the top. What's she looking for? Is she lagging? I think she's lagging.
Okay.
Nana's gonna die.
Yep. That's the thing. It's
Okay,
just difficult to
open.
pause for them because it just comes out of nowhere. They're just like playing the game fine, we're fine, and then boom, I'm in the enemy tower.
I think they might want to go for this bot tower, knowing that the Hilda doesn't have the sprint. It would be a good engage. Hilda chooses to leave it. Lunox chase with the chase. Franco comes in to help, but that tower's still gonna fall.
Top lane.
Top lane. Irithel, 2v1, manages to escape from the Barats and the Ixia. Gonna survive for another time, but Ixia, they will choose to recall. Ruby doing very well in that bot lane, making sure
There
there's
it is.
no wave pressure.
That's
Nice.
what I've been waiting to see now. Actually, Con is the
lantern.
The lantern coming in from Lunox. Now I'm ready to see that Barrett get shredded by item. Oh, the hook!
The Lunox is already strong. It's beautiful hook coming in from the Franco. Manages to take down the Irithel. Ruby's gonna manage to escape with a little bit of HP. The fight is still going on. Can Hilda take the kill? Hilda takes down Ruby. Irithel and Karina might choose to chase, but the Franco manages to stop it. Barat's with interesting out there.
This guy.
Very interesting out. However, they do have the lead here. It's a 5v3 in the Lord Pit. Oh, Lunox dives in. Irithel comes in, but Nana will shut down the Lunox. Beautiful. And oh my goodness. But the Karina will come out on top, taking down Neon Blue. And who is that? Who is that died? The Irithel. No. That's the Ixia as well. Will fall.
Yeah.
Wow, what a fight.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, Karina had the opportunity to maybe sort of snowball off of a few kills there. Just didn't lay the skills like perfectly. Sort of costed her the opportunity. But you know, it's still fine. They still get the 2 kills. It's not too bad at all. That does open up the Lord for them, but they're still being very timid when it comes to it. They'll finally maybe give it a go.
They finally choose to take it now.
Yeah, the jungle of Lethal Ops is still around the area, so they should be able to maybe contest it. Maybe the Den as well can land it. Landed.
But Karina will take the retribution, and Barat will fall, even though managing to get the Irithel in is out. Nana now is in danger. The Karina comes in. She's a bit low. Oh, she finally falls, not being able to take down the Nana. So will the Irithel. Wow. It's an Eve 2-for-2 trade, so that's going to be fine. However, they do have the lead since they did manage to take the Lord, but the Karina there, so close to being able to take down the Nana, might have been able to keep him alive if he managed to. What can the rest of the team be able to do here?
Okay, Catacode. Maybe fishing for a hook there. Oh, not going to be able to land anything right there. As you already see the Lord charging down the bot tower. Yep, it is the enhanced Lord. Going to be able to take about 50 of that percent of that tower HP.
Tower's still surviving. They managed to keep the aggro.
The Lord is just not interested.
Wow. But they will manage to take down all the tier 2 towers now. This Barat is not having the best game, I will say. Very behind, and the Karina's being able to snowball. It's gonna be hard for them to push out of their base now.
Yeah, I mean, it's we were just talking about this earlier, right? It's the classic Barat thing where if you're not aggressive enough, the game starts to go. The hero just does not do well in the later stages of the game. So
Yeah.
it's rough. It's rough. I think that lightning truncheon picked up by the Karina here. Definitely gonna have that big burst damage when it comes to going for the targets. Sly, I don't think they go into the barracks just
Okay.
yet. Not the easiest target to
Mino
go.
a bit too deep in. He might be picked off here, and Mino managed to get the ult in time not to be eaten up, but he still falls. Ixia with the ult a bit too early. Lunox manages to get out of the way. But now that's 3 ults wasted from the red side. Oh no. I think this tower will probably fall.
Yeah, the tower should fall here. Darth Wendell in position to use the bloody hunt. Not
Nice. Hilda too deep, managed to get taken out. Great hook from the Franco, but no ult to. He did have his ult, but chose not to use it. Okay.
All right. But yeah, I
They
mean,
do manage to
they've got
get 2 inhibitors.
Yeah, they got 2 inhibitor turrets here. It's a pretty good advantage generated by the side of Knights of Mayhem. They're probably going to be fishing out for the Lord next, but I mean, they could try and get the tower top here if they all group together, but I think they're still waiting for the Minotaur here, so they're probably going to keep it nice and passive. The Lord's spawning in about 20 seconds as well, so there's no reason to get too aggressive. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, definitely.
Then as well,
Would be better to stall.
It lands.
Good ult, but nobody to follow up with him, so the Ruby's gonna manage to survive this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just hyped to see the skill land.
Oh. Ruby got scared from the Franco, flickers out. Okay. Would they choose to contest? No time to even contest. The Lord is taken down instantly. But that makes sense when you have a Lunox and a Karina. Objectives just melt.
So we're now looking at the Irithel, finishing off that Great Dragon Spear. Very good item for her. So she's going to be starting to move around very fast, do that big damage with the crits. Especially with that Sea Halberd, going to take down those high HP targets quite nicely. As we're going to see, Catacode taking quite a lot of damage. But
Good out from the Ixia. Minotaur joins in. Beautiful.
Oh man.
The Lunox will fall, but it's over. The Karina absolutely destroying the team. And GG's 2 Knights of Mayhem.
GG's indeed. That is going to be a nice game happening here. Yeah, I mean, you know, as I said, it was going to be a close game. You know, between the two powerhouses over here.
Yeah.
But oh, you even have some GGs in the chat here. So yeah, Knights of Mayhem, they're very happy with their victory over here. MVP going to Karina, which I think I expected, right? I think this was actually a pretty decent Karina game in general. Yeah. I think it was fine. It may be a bit scary if Darth Vader was a bit more proactive with the flicker bloody hands or something like that, but we didn't see any of that. So it was free reign for Slash to get the MVP going forward.
Yes.
Yo. Oh, okay, cool.
What's up, Fida Chow? It's good. Yin Rome.
What's up, Doofenshmitz? Hashtag nice you. Anyway, yeah. That was a good game, Con. I think it was quite fun to watch. I think in the end. Anything you'd like to say before we hand it back to the panel, and then close the stream after that?
I think you said it all. It was a good game. I think it's unfortunate from the what's the Reds team's name?
Letho Elite Ops.
Yeah, Letho Elite Ops. It's unfortunate from their side as they did have the Barats and they did have the Hilda, so their win con was playing aggressive in the early game, but they didn't do that. So the Karina had a sort of easy time and snowballing, jungling, and getting their head. So next time, hopefully they can learn from this and do better in the next matches. And that's all.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the panel here. You can end off this. You can end off the stream for us there as well.
All right. Thanks for having me, Seb.
Okay. No worries.
During the draft, we were talking about the Korean pick being super risky, you know, because of how dependent it is on snowballing. And I think that Knights of Mayhem, they played around their win objectives, carries really well. You know, the Minnow was peeling really well, getting good engages for the Karina. Karina was going in at the right times, managing to get the kills, you know. they weren't really getting stolen by anyone else, so she did manage to stack up the Sky Piercer pretty fast. She was at full stacks really early, had a nice gold lead because of the snowball that she had. So I just think Knights of Mayhem played around their win conditions really well. Good draft in the end.
Yeah, true. I really had faith in this Karina, to be honest. I didn't really doubt it much. Also, the Barats. Okay, guys. If you're a Barats player, please do not use your ult prematurely. Like if you saw in the early game when he got his ult, he charged up in the bush, didn't even know where the enemy was, and just as soon as he saw them, he charged straight at them and was out of range. So please, if you're playing Barats, wait for them to come close to you, then you ult.
Yeah,
Also,
I
like
think Rats also
the
just
switching
wasn't
role,
very aggressive, super aggressive hero, built for invading, which they just did none of. Hilda as well could have helped with those invades, but they just didn't really play around their draft well. Felt like they were just kind of picking whatever they thought was good. Not even comfort picks necessarily, because I don't believe they've played Barats yet. I think it just came down to a difference in the way that they played their draft. You know, Knights of Mayhem, they understood what they needed to do to win. They understood how to play their draft specifically, and it worked out well for them. And it feels like Litho Elite Ops just didn't.
true. Also, like the switching roles, if you're playing a certain role, you should stick to it. Like Catacode, first, the previous games he played mage, and now he just switched to EXP. I don't think that's a very good idea to do, because some rotations, like each role has their own rotation, so you first perfect yours, then you can start branching off to other lanes. And I feel like this team, Knights of Mayhem, is still at a level where they still need to perfect their own rotations in the certain role they picked before branching off.
Yeah, for sure. Catacode also did play mage really well. Earlier they were playing versus House of Jagger, and they were just 1v9ing on the Eve. They were just doing so much damage. They were surviving. You know, they weren't giving up many kills. And on XP, it feels like they just don't have that same playmaking potential.
To also, if you're playing healing supports or tanks that can heal, like Minnow or like a Lolita, it's important for you to get Flask first item. I see this Karina guy on Knights of Mayhem building Flask second item. I think he also built it second on Matilda, if I'm not mistaken. Like it's a really strong item, although it got nerfed because the the nerf, the okay, thanks, Seth. It says when casting a healing or shield skill, if the target's HP is below 35% or falls below 35% within 3 seconds, they will get a 100 times hero level shield that lasts 3 seconds. Before, it was, I think, 5 seconds. Like, let's say I'm playing Angela, okay? And you are low. I use my heal skill on you, then I walk away 5 seconds within the time frame of 5 seconds. If you go below 35%, then you get the passive farm, um, Flask of the Oasis. Now it's a 3 second time frame. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Thank you,
they
Seth.
definitely changed it so that the heroes that were using Flask, that weren't necessarily built for Flask, they were just kind of abusing it, like the Diggy, for example. The Diggy only has one shielding or healing skill, and that's the ultimate, which is on quite a long cooldown. So
Yeah,
because of how long the effects would last, you could just go in with the team fight, and generally your team would be able to proc their Flask or Oasis, even though you're not necessarily like healing often or shielding often, like Matilda or Angela or heroes that are like really built for Flask would. So
true.
even like Minnow, uh,
Yeah,
you really have to play super careful about it. You have to save your heals for the right time. You can't really just spam it anymore. So
yeah.
I think
Also,
they
like
just didn't play
also,
around the Flask well.
Yeah, also if you're going to build Flask, like let's say, as I said, supports and tanks that need Flask, if you were going to build it first item, your mage needs to build anti-heal first item, because anti-heal is already also very important in the game.
Sure.
Yep, all from me. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm done as well.
You gotta guess send a goodbye to the viewers. Thanks for watching. Well,
Okay,
Thank you
bye.
for watching. Go to
Thanks for watching.
Twitch. The rest of the games are being streamed on Twitch. Check the WhatsApp groups for links or whatever. Bye bye.
Bye guys. Bye.